Today we're going to look at one of the best strategies to get more traffic to your online store. Because if you have more traffic, then you're going to get more leads, you're going to get more sales, and we all know more sales is more money, and that's what we all want, is more money. So let's dive right in there and let's look at some of the best ways in which you can get more traffic. Let's really look at the best way you can get more traffic. And one of the best ways you can get more traffic is by creating great content that's hard to create. And some of the ways in which you can create great content that's hard to create, the first way is you can start a podcast. And the podcast is basically a radio show where you're going to have your own radio show. You're going to have people to tune in whenever they want to tune in to hear more about what you have to offer. And I won't go into too much detail about the podcast because we're limited with time. You can simply go to Google. You can put in Google, what is a podcast and how do I create one? And it'll give you more details. But remember, it's just a radio show that people can tune in at any time and hear what you have to say. So now let's look at, if you're going to create a podcast, what do you create a podcast about? You could be thinking to yourself, okay, what can I create a podcast about? What can my radio station be about? Say you're selling shoes, then you can create a podcast about fashion. You can talk about everything that has to do with fashion, because the people that want to listen to a fashion podcast are going to buy lots of different types of shoes, and somehow during your radio show you can lead them back to your site indirectly some type of way. You can be creative. So creating a podcast is one way to get more traffic to your online store. A second way to get more traffic to your online store is to create different buyer's guides. Again, let's look at the shoe example. If you're creating a buyer's guide and you're in the shoe industry, maybe create a buyer's guide about how to find the best winter boot. But you want to make sure that your buyer's guide is something that people want to download. You want to make sure that it looks great. You can hire a graphic designer from a site like elance.com, which you can get overseas graphic designers or local graphic designers to design you something great for a reasonable price. You can just make it real detailed, make it real good, make it something that you're proud of, that you can go out there, you can tell other bloggers out there that you've created this great buyer's guide so that you're going to get more links to come in. So that's another way. Another way that you can get more traffic is you can create great reviews. And we all know there's tons of reviews out there. Who needs more reviews about different things? A lot of people are writing reviews just to get money from different sites. And so there's so many reviews, you don't know what to believe. But here's a tip when you create your review. You want to look at a review from one site about whatever you're doing, say again with shoes. If you're writing a review on a particular shoe, look at that review about that particular shoe. Then find another review about that particular shoe. See what's in the second review that's not in the first review. When you do your review, put that there. Then maybe go out there and find another review. Again, see what's not in the other reviews, put that into your review. And then the key is to find something that's not in any of those reviews. And then what you can do is you can add that to your review. So that means your review is going to be a combination of all these other reviews, plus it's going to have something unique. So it's going to be great and one of the best reviews about whatever you're trying to write about and drive traffic to your site. So create great reviews. The last tip I'm going to give you is to write an ebook. Think, what can you write an ebook about? One of the reasons you want to write an ebook is because there's a lot of people out here spamming Google. But they're not taking the time to write an ebook. So if you're taking the time to write an ebook and you make it great and you get links pointing back to your site, Google's going to know, okay, this is an ebook, you have these people pointing to it. The algorithm is very intelligent and they can know what's going on. And then Google's going to say, okay, this site is probably not spam. Let me show this site above another site. Then again, you're going to get more traffic to your site. The goal is get lots of traffic to your website so that you can get more sales, more leads, more money. That's all the goal. It's my goal to provide you with great information so that you can grow and get more traffic and more sales to your online store. Check out my blog where I give you some more tips. It's Tariehk.com. It's TARIEHK.com. The link is below. Check it out and I'll be giving you more tips so that you can become more successful with your online store.